Welcome, everybody. John Zegar. Good morning. Good morning. 11:17, eastern slope of Colorado. Overcast. And probably rain today. It rained yesterday, actually. Late afternoon. Looks today like it might rain some more. A little earlier. Temperature is 78. It's supposed to get up to, I don't know, 85 or something today. We haven't broke 90. So, but it's been hot. I don't know how to explain that. Drinking a Coca-Cola, iced Coca-Cola. This is not good for you. For everybody listening to me, do not drink iced Coca-Cola. You know who drinks iced Coca-Cola? What do they say? The third richest man in the world. He's worth $88 billion. I forgot his name. Not Bill Gates, but the other one, the older guy. He has stock in Coca-Cola. He has stock in everything that makes money. But he drinks 5 Cokes a day. They're delicious. But listen, don't anybody else drink this stuff. It's not good for you. And this is a podcast about neuroscience and self-healing and wellness. So, there you go. Okay, so, been up early again. You know what? I get up early and I get a lot of stuff done. Wow. I've always been that way. I don't know if you guys are, but I think you can get a lot accomplished when it's quiet and when people are just getting moving, and you can get your day organized and all that good stuff. I'm in my truck. I'm in the parking lot of a church, some kind of mega church. What's the country western singer's name? He's not very well known. Jamie Johnson. He's a guy who had done a lot of maybe not so good deeds, ended up in prison or whatever, but he's still a good singer. And the funny part, in one of his songs, he talks about the first time he ever smoked dope. He was in his truck in a Baptist parking lot in a town where he lived, wherever that was. Coincidental. Except I don't do drugs. Well, I did when I was younger, but I don't do drugs. So, okay, enough with all of that stuff. Let's see. Podcast. I did a blog on it this morning, and I liked it so much that I thought I would try to recreate it verbally. I don't know if I'll be able to or not, but hang in there, you guys. You always know that I end up coming through at the end. So, a desire to win. And where that thought came from was just the amount of work that I have to do. You know how we get real busy and we've got stuff just piling up to do? And you really need to get kind of a desire to get through it and win. You know. However, I'm going to finish all of this work I've got in front of me. May not be today, but I'm going to get it finished. So here's kind of my thinking on this, and this is true for everybody listening. We get ourselves all cluttered with stuff to do. We have family stuff to do. Husbands, wives, kids, relationship issues that we have to attend to all the time. We have work-related, career-related stuff we have to do. Right now, I'm kind of in the middle of trying to redirect my future. I've been in psychology, neuroscience since 1969. I believe it was late August of 1969. And I've been in it ever since. And as I talked about yesterday a little bit, my gift is just being able to counsel and talk to people and be verbal and communicate and empower, inspire, offer guidance, to people around things that are going on in their life. I've just always been good at that. I don't know. Probably in all those years I've helped a person or two along the way. But right now I'm at a point in my life where, technically I've been retired since 2008. That's a long time. 2008 was like 43 years. 38 years? 43 years? I don't know. You guys can figure it out. And then ever since 2008, it's been research in neuroscience. Just buried my head in research. And not interviewing as many people as I would like. The people that have had spontaneous remissions. They were supposed to be dead and they ended up being alive. It's kind of fun talking to those people. They just have a whole different perspective on stuff. We get tied down and cluttered up with a sundry type things, and all they see is just purity in life. It's really kind of interesting. They don't have the foggiest about dying. That's something that some Newtonian Western medicine doctor decided to give them an ultimatum in time and space. And of course, in one ear and out the other. What's the example? You guys want me to tell you an example? A lot of you guys are newer, so I'm going to go back over this 1 minute story, which is just remarkable. Just remarkable. And you don't hear these kinds of stories anymore with Dr. Joe. The testimonials. Did I get this from Dr. Joe? I think I might have gotten this story from Dr. Joe. I'm not sure. But anyway, let me tell it because it's worth it's. So this lady has been going to the doctor and eventually ends up at an oncologist and all kinds of testing and whatnot. And the oncologist says to her finally, after, extensive this, that, and the other thing, you have a very short period of time, and it's important that you go home and get your affairs in order. Which is just totally stupid. I don't even know where they come up with this crap at. But, she kind of doesn't, she kind of laughs or smiles or gives an expression of, really? And says to the doctor, thank you very much, and I gotta go now. And so he says, well, make sure that, you get your affairs in order. There's nothing more we can do here. Newtonian medicine, there's nothing more we can do. Western medicine doesn't have a clue. Please don't go to any doctor, people. Even if you have the flu, don't go. But so she goes home, and her two boys are coming home from school. They sounded like they were in junior high-ish kind of school. Not real old, right? Into sports and playing around, hanging out, doing all kinds of stuff. And there's no husband or boyfriend or fiance or any of that kind of stuff. Nobody in the family, just the two boys and her. And she says to the two boys, after dinner, we need to have a family meeting because I have to talk to you guys about something. It's really, really important. And I want you guys to kind of talk about this so that we can make some decisions about what we're going to do as a family. So she gets on to, and the guys say, okay, Mom, all right, sure, what do you got? And the mom says, well, this is really important, and I want you guys to put some serious thought into it because we really have to make a decision, and I need to know where you guys and where we're going to go on vacation next summer. So, purity of thought, spontaneous recovery, getting kicked out of hospice. There are people, plenty of people, Go follow around Dr. Joe Dispenza's students. I mean, I understand they're all wannabes, and most of them are sincere and good meaning, and some have tragic diseases. I get all that. But there's some people that just are so pure in their thought that if I gave this to myself, I can take it away. If I created my disease, I can uncreate my disease. I can unthink it. I think that's pretty funny. And it is funny. But you guys, everything that we have in front of us right now, wherever you're sitting, standing, driving, listening, whatever it is, whatever's in front of your movie screen that you see out of your eyes. It's a movie, you guys. It's just an illusion. Everything out there doesn't exist. It's energy, it's vibration. And the vibrations are such a degree that they cause an image to be stationary. Right? This isn't rocket science. This is just plain old simple science. Dr. Joe talks about this all the time. Don't jump up and down. It's just simple science, right? Energy, vibrations, right? So that was kind of cute how that lady approached her disease. You know, she down-regulated that disease before she even got out of the doctor's office. Do you guys understand that? She decluttered her life before she even left the doctor's office, the oncologist's office. Before they even gave her an opportunity to go into hospice, she down-regulated those genes. Now listen to me here for a second, you guys. This isn't anything new to me. I've been around since '69. I understand this stuff. I understand this stuff emphatically. Sometimes you don't have to even get as far as the meditations. Sometimes it's turning on the Ford light in your head with enough knowledge and understanding that you can attract it, you can dissolve it. What's Dr. Joe say? He talks about when people get so fed up with having their disease, quote unquote, you know, they don't even care anymore whether they have it or not. This lady, and that's what makes this such a cute story. This lady had no interest in having that disease. And she could care less what that smart-ass oncologist that probably should not even be a doctor was saying. She downregulated all those genes before she even got in the program. Before she started following, the law of attraction. Before she started, I don't know about this one. My guess is she's a fairly religious person, which is the same program as Dr. Joe's, you guys. Wake up, wake up. It's the same program, just different words, terminology. It's the same program. So anyway, back to my podcast. My podcast says that we clutter our lives, as I was talking about before I distracted myself. And we can unclutter our lives. My life right now, as I was trying to talk, and I was so rudely interrupted by myself. But my life has been marvelous. Of course, it's had its downturns and ugliness. Of course, it has. But when I look back at my life, whew, I am just so blessed. Now, is everything working for me well right now, today, and over the past, actually, several years? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But you know what? and this is important, you guys. Pay attention to this. Here's what's really interesting. I don't care anymore. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired, so to speak. I'm tired of living in a life of lack. I took care of the cardiovascular thing, and I took care of the generalized anxiety disorder, all that, those two things, emotional and physical. And I self-healed from those, but I haven't self-healed from the living in lack. And you know what? It's been going on for so long, I don't care anymore. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to have to spend 1 ounce of energy any longer on it. Is that any different than that lady who downregulated walking out of her oncologist? Is it any different than the people in hospice who get kicked out? Die! You're supposed to die. I ain't gonna die today. I'm not planning on that. I gotta cut the grass yet before. I gotta go home and cut the grass. Are you gonna save this room for me? No. Well, good, because I really wasn't coming back anyway. Because once I finish cutting the grass, then I want to sit out in the lawn and pick weeds at night when it's nice and quiet and cool. And, I want to have a nice yard. People just are tired of being sick and tired of creating illness and trauma. Forget trauma. And drama. Forget drama. Who's into drama? I don't know anybody who's into drama anymore. So this morning was my laptop, my iPad, my iPhone, all decided to take a dump this morning, and I needed to update files on top of files on top of files, and I was supposed to be working on other kinds of things, and the whole morning got really cluttered with stuff I didn't really want to do, and I had to do it, and I needed to address some other areas of concern for me regarding lack. And you know what? I just down-regulated everything. I had a desire deep, deep inside, and I've had it for some time. And it isn't going away. It's just a desire that, guess what? I'm going to win, and this is going to be for me. Not for that goofy doctor over there, not for that medical facility, not for that hospital, not for that treatment. I'm just going to do this for me. I have a strong desire to declutter. Does that make sense? Every one of you can downregulate genes with illness. Absolutely. You don't need Dr. Joe to walk you through that. Although I believe in the guy, and I think he's the best of the best. But here's the deal. Quit writing in those groups, whatever. I guess there's a streaming one and a student one and a past students, or I don't know. I'm involved. I read all that stuff. I don't read it as much as I used to. Quit asking stupid questions. Just get it in your heart. Get some coherence between your brain and your heart. And get a desire to declutter and down-regulate. Trust me, you will do it correctly, and you will do it very well. So that's kind of my podcast. I just wanted to talk about that for a little bit. I put a little blurb in my blog this morning regarding that, and it kind of sounded okay. Please go back and read that. It's in johnzegar.com. Go to my website, johnzegar.com. It talks about me. It talks about what I've done, where I've been, what I do, what's available, what services I offer. I'm always looking for consultation, to do consultation with anybody. It can be individually. It can be with a small group. I don't care. It can be with businesses, probably small or middle, level businesses. But there's all of this stuff in the program that you and I participate in can all translate into business as well. The reason businesses don't make the correct decisions all the time is because of old belief systems. The reason people individually don't make correct decisions all the time is because of old belief systems. Listen, this stuff is so simple. It's like Psychology 101, but they call it neuroscience today. Please go to my website, read about it, and there's a page where you could leave your name and comments and, I don't know, an email or something. I don't think I'd ever contact you, but go ahead and do that. And I do my daily podcasts, right? They end up on iHeartRadio every day. They end up on YouTube every day. How I do them is through Spreaker.com, right? And I do them live. Actually, this one right now that I'm doing is live. What are we at? 27 minutes or something like that. I keep them under 30 minutes, but you can call in. You can call in and tell me whatever you want to tell me. But I'm always looking for more people. I'm self-supporting, Send your penny, nickel, dimes, quarters, dollars, $100 to my PayPal account, johnzegar@gmail.com. And, I don't know, give it some thought, what I just talked about today. I think it's pretty important stuff. And God bless everybody. I hope you all take care of one another. And I'm looking forward to talking to you all again real soon. See you. Bye.